Hey saxophones, this is the tutorial for the required region scale number 4. So the second octave of number 4. This one's a little bit different in that the ones we've learned so far have been higher. Okay, so you've learned the higher octave when you had known a lower octave. This one we're going to learn a lower set of notes to go with the higher notes that you already know. So if we look at number 4, right down here, we've got the lowest note on the saxophone. Of course, one ledger line down is cat whisker C, right? C on the bottom, and you know that note really well. Below that one is B, one note before C in the alphabet is C in the alphabet is B, right? Okay. All right, that's B, and there's a flat in front of it. So let's look on the fingering chart way up at the top. The first note there, we've got our B flat. And the fingering is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the C key, so the right hand is pressing down this right here, the bottom one, okay? And then the left hand to play the B flat, if you can see your pinky pad here, your pinky is going to press this right there, okay, the very bottom. So these fingers down, and this presses in here. Now, it's okay if this one is pressed a little bit. In fact, later on, especially chromatic scale, you want your pinky to kind of do that. But a lot of you, your hands are smaller, so you're going to have to press in that nature, okay? And you're pressing down 2 big old pads. So you need to use some force to get those down and get that all the way down so we get a good seal. The next note is C. So when we're on the B flat, all we have to do is lift this up, leave this down, the C key down, and then we're playing a C. Then after that, we'll go to D, so no pinkies at all, but all 6 fingers. And then we have E flat. E flat is the top button, of course, in the right hand. So our pinky gets a little work out there from going from C to D to E flat. Okay, right hand pinky does some work. Then we go to F, G, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2 side for the B flat in the middle of the scale. Okay, for the bottom B flat, use a lot of air. Lower notes on saxophone, lots of air, and just fill it up. All right, here we go. Finger your first note. Make sure you've got that low B flat key and the C key pressed and not your octave key. 1, 2. Okay, and for a while that low B flat kind of honks out, that's all right. We'd rather get it out for now than worry about anything else. So let's go to the actual scale. And here we are, number 4. We've got the 2 flats, order of flats, B, G, C, F, so B and E, of course. And you could mark a flat in front of that first one if you want, or in front of this E flat especially. Before we go on to this, I want to talk about something with your fingering for the arpeggio. There is a different fingering for B flat that is helpful to use on this arpeggio, and that is, let's look, this B flat in the middle, not the low one, the middle one and the high one. The middle one here, we can use the second fingering here for the arpeggio, which is called bis B flat, and a lot of saxophonists like to use this. It's actually, you take your first finger and you press the normal first finger note, but then you let your first finger also cover that tiny one right there. So just those two with the first finger only, and you'll get a B flat. Okay, so you can experiment with that. You can try 1, 2 side and play it, and then you can go like this and play it and see what it feels like. What that allows you to do on the arpeggio is to leave that finger like that with all your other fingers, and then you can just leave it down the entire time. And when you're going really fast, that can be helpful. So we can go like low B flat, and then D, and then F, and then B flat. We just lift that up, and we're still right there. We don't have to add anything on the side, and then you can go up and on through. So experiment with that. Definitely try to learn the arpeggio with bis B flat. That was your bis B flat introduction. There you go. All right. Okay, so other than that, everything is kind of normal, and we're just going to put it together. Make sure you slur on the way down. Here we go. Finger that low B flat, find that low pinky. Make sure you use lots of air. 1, 2.